Hello, everybody. Welcome to a tropical update. This is the wide view of the landscape right now. You can see right in front of your screen, in the middle of the screen, actually, you see Hurricane Epsilon recently upgraded now in the newest National Hurricane Center update. Talk about more in detail about that. Bermuda is right about here. So the storm is just to the southeast of Bermuda right now. In Bermuda, there is tropical storm watches in effect due to the large radius of tropical storm force winds Epsilon has. And we also got that area of interest in the Caribbean now still decreasing in terms of percentage chances for it to become a tropical cyclone. Still a flooding threat for parts of the Caribbean, Northwest Caribbean here, but fortunately, um, tropical cyclone chances for it are going down. And let me quickly touch on it here before I go to Epsilon. You can see near 0% chance of formation throughout the next 48 hours and 5 days, respectively, for that area of interest. And here's the key messages for Hurricane Epsilon here before I go to the forecast account. You see, there's really only one main key message here, and they say Epsilon is forecast to remain at hurricane strength by the time it makes its closest approach to Bermuda late Thursday. While it is too soon to determine the exact details of Epsilon's track and intensity near the island, tropical storm conditions are possible on Bermuda beginning Thursday, with dangerous surf conditions also likely. That's the key message from the National Hurricane Center. And here's the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. This latest 11 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time at Advisory 8. Center currently located at 28.5 degrees north, 56.8 degrees west, with maximum sustained 1-minute winds at 75 miles per hour, moving northwest at 13 miles per hour. And again, there's tropical storm watches in effect for all of Bermuda there due to the sheer size of this tropical storm force wind field here. And as you see on the top of your this graphic here, they say the cone contains the probable path of the storm center, but does not show the size of the storm. Hazardous conditions can occur outside of this cone, and in this case will occur outside of this cone here. As you can see, this really large area of tropical storm force winds, I mean, here for this storm. And here's a look at infrared imagery for Hurricane Epsilon right now, the 10th hurricane of the Atlantic hurricane season. And you can see it is continuing to get better and better organized here, and an eye popping out in the last few frames of the visible, not the visible, but the infrared satellite imagery here from GOES 16. And here's a wider view of things of water vapor imagery from the GOES 16 satellite as well. And you can just see how the storm has been getting better organized here with time. You can see quite a contrast here. To its west here, lots and lots of dry air, and to its northeast here, lots of moist, favorable air, favorable air for the system to tap into, the hurricane to tap into, and that's probably what's maybe trying to not maybe trying to, but maybe allowing the hurricane to intensify the way it is. And again, I must stress, I'm not a official meteorologist by any means. It's just a hobby of mine, so take my opinions as you are, as you will, and take it as such. And I'll of course have all the links down in the description below if you want to take a look at the sites I use. Of course, this is the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, and here's switching basins right now. Of course, we've got Tropical Storm 19W, also known as Saldel. We've also got Tropical Depression 20W, which is not forecast to be a threat really to anybody, fortunately, because it's in a really high wind shear environment. And you'll see this here in this water vapor loop here, not water vapor, rainbow infrared imagery loop of the tropical depression here. It's a really high wind shear. You can see the wind shear really streaming into and disrupting the center of circulation. Hence why the Joint Typhoon Warning Center don't predict the storm to intensify or maintain its intensity at all due to it being a really unfavorable environment here. And here's a look at Tropical Storm Saldel with 45 knot winds, which is about 50 miles per hour. Just coming off of the Philippine coastline, now in the South China Sea. That's forecast to peak as a 60 knot or 70 mile per hour high end tropical storm, and start to gradually weaken as it either makes landfall over Vietnam or makes landfall over extreme southeast China there, as you can see in this latest forecast. And here's water vapor imagery of the storm. I unfortunately can't loop this because the site seems to be lagging out for me whenever I load a GIF from this for the storm. So I apologize for that, but this is the static image of the water vapor imagery of the tropical storm, and you can see it trying to get better organized here with time. And a reminder of the Greek alphabet tropical cyclone names. You could already cross out Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, and now Epsilon. And if you read Zeta, we'll tie 2005 in terms of named tropical cyclones, in terms of tropical cyclone number of tropical cyclones, not including named tropical cyclones, because every now and then we get an unnamed tropical cyclone or subtropical cyclone, like we did with 2005. So if we do get one, if we do go to Ida, then we'll tie 2005 in terms of total tropical cyclone amounts and numbers there. So that's going to be about it for this tropical update here. Remember, well, pretty much a summary for this tropical update here. Keep an eye on Tropical Storm Saldel for you guys in either in Vietnam or in China, South China, Southeast China. You need to be keeping an eye on it. Bermuda, you need to be keeping an eye on Hurricane Epsilon here. Again, not forecast to make landfall at this point in time from the model runs. However, the storm does have a really large wind field here, and hence why you guys are under a tropical storm watch, because you guys are forecast to be under these tropical storm force winds brought on by Hurricane Epsilon here. It's also forecast to be, not forecast, but there's scheduled to be reconnaissance aircraft flying into the storm tomorrow, and we'll get, of course, a better grasp on the storm structure and just how the storm in general is dealing, how the storm is when the reconnaissance aircraft get into there tomorrow. So we'll get a better grasp on things. So that's pretty much going to be about it for this tropical update here. Hope everybody again has a great day night wherever you guys are. Stay safe, of course. Links down in the description below for what sites that I used here, websites that I used. They're down in the description. If you have any questions or comments, down in the top section below. Again, that's pretty much going to be about it for this tropical update. So hope you guys have a great one, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.